What up guys, it's your boy Genzo, and Genzo up with another Midnight Talks of Brawl. And I'll be honest, this is one that I'm having to redo because this one, actually again, it kind of has a bit of a sensitive topic. It's not that sensitive, but I guess it kind of is, depends on how deep you look into it. Except for that, this video is kind of unscripted, so to be honest, it's the first time I kind of don't know who I want to go. Let's go Shang. Now, one thing that I did mention is that for this next ranked Brawl season on stream, I mentioned how I'm only going to be using one character because the guys say that I switch characters too often. I think that I've actually been pretty loyal to Bodvar and Koji this season, but I guess you guys don't seem to agree. So this next season, the up-and-coming season, I'm only going to be using one character. But let's get to the main topic, being, oh wow, the idea of friends. The point I wanted to bring up is, are you going to allow those people to treat you the way that they have, or are you finally going to do something about it? Now, the point that I'm trying to get across is that, look, if I was to ask someone what their definition of friends was, if I was to ask a couple random people what their definition of friends were, it's very likely that we'd say, I'd say a couple similar things, but I do think some of the things we'd say would be different due to the fact of our friends would have taken some influence on what our definition of friends are. And that's completely reasonable. But we've always been told in life that it's always good to have friends. We've been told in our education life, whether it was primary school, high school, college, or uni, then again talking from a British standpoint anyway. And we've always been told that because we got told that it would make education more fun. Not exactly easier, because sometimes your friends can be quite a distraction on you. That's just telling the truth. But it definitely makes it more fun. And that part I can be certain on. But the point is, sometimes I feel like some of us give the label friends to people when they don't really deserve it. And I feel like at times some of us do that purely because of the fact that they don't want to experience the feeling of loneliness. You may be someone who quite often is alone and doesn't leave the house often and whatnot. I could speak from experience, but sometimes you don't want to constantly be alone, hence why you have the friends that you do. And you know, some of your friends do follow by the idea that you have of friends, but some of them don't, and you still give them that title. And that's what I want to talk about. And I don't mean it in the sense of like fake friends, you know, friends that are just using you, whether it's for popularity or whatnot. I mean friends that you give the name to, but they don't truly fit it because they just don't act in the way that you would hope your friends to. And like I say again, some of your friends probably do act in the way that you would hope them to, but some of them don't. And it's sad because sometimes it's worth losing those friends if it means that sometimes it's worth losing those friends and going through the loneliness if it means that you're going to genuinely grow as a person, you're going to no longer, you know, suffer those emotions that you once suffered with those people. It just means that you get to be that bit more yourself. Oh, okay. So I shouldn't really be coughing in 2021. Look, I know that actually, let's not even talk about it. That's for a completely different debate. But yeah, I just feel like at times we shouldn't give the title to those who truly don't deserve it. Right, I'm doing 2 games for this because it's a bit of a, like I say again, it's a bit of a big issue. But the point I'm trying to get across is that you should not have to be the one to make excuses for them why what they did, whether it was in the while back or why what they're still doing, is completely fine. Look, I know that you're showing a strong face and like you're showing that you can clearly take everything that they're saying and you just see it as a joke. But if they're saying it so often, you really think it's really a joke? Like, they're saying it. And say they may have apologized for it. Did they really mean that apology, or were they just saying it because it was gonna keep you alright? Why did he actually go for that? Like, why? Sometimes, like, I don't get it why people go above and beyond. But yeah, don't justify for them why what they did was alright. Because at that point, that's something called self-sabotage. And if you try to bring it up and they say something along the lines of you're trying to victimize yourself, or it weren't that bad for you, or you just getting a bit butthurt over it, then they probably really don't mean it. I mean, how is someone who didn't go through the situation that you went through trying to tell you what your emotions are like? Holy smokes, this guy in signatures. Anyway, like I say again, sometimes it's better to have loneliness than to have people who you call friends but aren't friends. It's like if you had a job offer but you didn't have the qualifications for that job. It's like, well, why did you go for it? You don't have the expertise that they're looking for, so why go for that job? Anyway, it's just something that I feel like should be brought up, and the best thing that I can say to you is you can break up from that group. You can truly stop yourself from being with those people. You truly can lift your restraints that you feel like they have on you. Do not feel like you are entrapped or captured because of the fact that you can't be yourself around them, okay? Or if not, take a break from those people. Sometimes time itself is the best thing that can happen. So maybe just allow time to do its natural course, and yeah. But anyway, this has been your boy Genzo, Rene Genzo, and I'll see you guys next time. Later.